Deep in the darkest depths of the ocean lives a creature so strange it looks like something from another world. This is the bloody belly comb jelly. At first, it seems small and delicate, but don't be fooled. Its body is completely transparent. Yet inside glows a deep red belly that pulses like liquid fire. Long, trailing tentacles extend from its body, almost invisible in the water, ready to capture anything unlucky enough to drift too close. Unlike most jellies that are soft and squishy, the bloody belly comb jelly has a surprisingly complex structure. Tiny comb rows run along its body, beating rhythmically like shimmering oars. These combs allow it to glide through the water almost silently, a graceful hunter in the ocean's eternal darkness. Watching it move is hypnotic, almost magical, as the red glow of its belly pulses with every motion. Its glowing red belly is unique. Most comb jellies glow blue or green, but the bloody belly's crimson core makes it look like it's bleeding from within, a warning or perhaps a lure. Scientists are still unsure why it glows red. Some believe it signals danger to predators, while others think it might attract prey, taking advantage of the rare glimpses of color in the deep sea. Its tentacles are its deadliest weapon. Thin, long, and almost invisible, they spread silently through the water, waiting. Tiny plankton, larval fish, and other small creatures are pulled in instantly, trapped in a sticky embrace they can't escape. Despite its delicate, ghostly appearance, it is a fierce predator in its own environment. The bloody belly comb jelly lives thousands of meters below the surface, in crushing pressures and freezing temperatures where sunlight never reaches. In these extreme conditions, it thrives, a floating alien that defies the rules of life we're used to on the surface. Its transparency and eerie glow make it almost invisible until it chooses to reveal itself, a perfect adaptation to survive in a world of darkness. Even scientists admit there's still so much we don't know about this creature. Its glowing red belly, its hunting methods, and its movement are all still being studied. In a world as vast and unexplored as the deep sea, the bloody belly comb jelly is a reminder that life can take forms stranger, more beautiful, and more terrifying than we could ever imagine. It's a silent hunter, a glowing enigma, and one of the ocean's most mesmerizing creatures. Seeing it is like looking at an alien life form floating effortlessly in a dark ocean, a reminder of how much of our planet remains unexplored. The next time you think the ocean is calm or safe, remember this tiny, glowing hunter. The bloody belly comb jelly may be small, but in the shadowy depths of its home, it rules with beauty and danger. Its glowing red belly pulses like a warning and a lure, a spectacle of nature at its most mysterious. This creature proves the ocean is full of wonders, stranger than we could ever imagine. If you want to see more terrifying and incredible ocean creatures, make sure to subscribe and dive even deeper with us. The deep sea is waiting, full of secrets and creatures that will leave you amazed and a little bit scared. And just when you thought the deep sea couldn't get any stranger, it does. Meet the sea spider, an ancient, alien creature that's been crawling through the oceans for over 500 million years. They're not true spiders, but distant relatives, belonging to a group called Pycnogonida, older than dinosaurs, older than trees, survivors of time itself. What's even more fascinating is how they endure in conditions most creatures can't. In near-freezing water and crushing pressure, their slow metabolism becomes their shield. Every heartbeat, every movement is measured, conserving energy in a world where one mistake means death. They don't just survive the deep sea, they've mastered it. Their bodies are so thin that their organs stretch into their legs. They have no lungs, no gills, no heart like ours. Instead, they breathe and pump blood through their long, hollow limbs. In the icy Antarctic depths, some grow half a meter across, their spindly legs drifting through the darkness like underwater ghosts. Their feeding habits are pure nightmare fuel. A sea spider stabs its prey, sponges, worms, soft-bodied animals, with a straw-like mouth and sucks them dry. They don't bite, they drain. Silent, patient, efficient. And yet, they're vital to the ecosystem. Scavengers that clean the ocean floor, preventing decay from spreading. Reproduction? Stranger still. The males carry the eggs. After mating, the female releases her eggs, and the male gathers them on special limbs called ovagers, protecting them until they hatch. Deep in freezing water, these devoted fathers guard life itself. Their defenses are simple but effective. Invisibility. Many are nearly transparent, blending perfectly into sand and coral. Some mimic seaweed, others remain motionless for hours. And if a leg is lost, they can regrow it. A gift from millions of years of survival. Sea spiders have no true brain, only clusters of nerves that control their every move. And yet, they thrive in some of Earth's harshest environments, proving that simplicity can outlast even extinction. They are silent, alien survivors, fragile yet unbreakable. In the deep, cold oceans of our planet, the sea spider still crawls, a living fossil and a reminder that evolution's strangest creations are often the oldest. And as we leave the ghostly crawl of the sea spider behind, we sink deeper still into the black heart of the ocean. Down here, the pressure could crush steel, and light itself is nothing but a fading memory. Yet in this endless darkness, a strange glow drifts through the abyss. This is the vampire squid from hell, a creature that looks like a nightmare, but moves with elegance only the deep could create. It's not a true squid, and not quite an octopus either, but a relic from the dawn of time, a member of an ancient lineage that has survived unchanged for over 30 million years. Its name, Vampiroteuthis infernalis, literally means vampire squid from hell. And when you see it, the name makes perfect sense. Its body shimmers in deep crimson and midnight blue. Its skin absorbs nearly all light, making it vanish into the dark. But when it chooses, it glows, alive with bursts of bioluminescent light from tiny organs called photophores. Its 8 arms are connected by a web of flesh that looks like a dark cape, lined with soft spines and flashing lights. When threatened, it turns itself inside out, revealing rows of jagged spikes that send predators fleeing into the dark. The vampire squid lives thousands of feet below the surface, in what scientists call the oxygen minimum zone, a suffocating region where most creatures can't survive. Yet it thrives there. Its blood is loaded with a powerful protein called hemocyanin, allowing it to pull oxygen from the water even when there's almost none left. Where other animals die, the vampire squid endures, slow, silent, and untouchable. It's also one of the ocean's most peaceful hunters. Despite its fearsome name, it doesn't attack or chase prey. Instead, it feeds on what scientists call marine snow, a constant rain of dead plankton, fish scales, and organic dust drifting from the world above. It extends 2 long, sticky filaments, far longer than its body, to catch these tiny particles, reeling them in like invisible fishing lines. In the deep sea, the vampire squid survives on death itself, turning decay into life. Its bioluminescence is both beautiful and deadly. When danger nears, it bursts into a glowing storm of blue sparks, lighting up the water like a living constellation. Then, in a flash, it goes completely dark, vanishing into invisibility. Some even release glowing clouds of mucus, a ghostly smokescreen that confuses predators long enough for them to escape. And like the sea spider before it, this creature hides a softer side. The female vampire squid carries her eggs for months, sometimes years, never eating while she guards them. When the young hatch, they're tiny, translucent versions of their parents, drifting upward to feed before slowly sinking back into the abyss as adults. Everything about this creature defies expectation. It doesn't fight, it endures. It doesn't hunt, it waits. It's proof that life doesn't always need to dominate to survive. Sometimes, survival itself is enough. In the endless dark, the vampire squid glows with its own light. Neither predator nor prey, it's a shadow wrapped in beauty, a timeless reminder that even in the blackest corners of our world, life finds a way to shine. As the vampire squid fades into darkness, we rise toward shallower waters, but not to safety. Here, coiled between coral and shadow, waits a predator older than fear itself. It watches with glassy eyes, jaws slightly open, tasting the current. This is the moray eel, the silent hunter of the reef. Few creatures mix elegance and horror like the moray. With serpentine bodies stretching up to 13 feet long, and jaws lined with curved, needle-like teeth, it's both mesmerizing and monstrous. Its smooth, scaleless skin shimmers in green, gold, and brown hues, beautiful yet unsettling. But what lurks in its mouth is the stuff of nightmares. Unlike most fish, the moray has two sets of jaws. Hidden in its throat are pharyngeal jaws that shoot forward like a second mouth, dragging prey down its gullet. This real-life monster inspired the alien from Ridley Scott's Alien. When a moray strikes, there's no escape. It spends most of its life wedged in coral crevices, its head poking out, jaws opening and closing in eerie rhythm. Not to threaten, but to breathe. Still, that constant motion looks like hunger waiting to strike. When prey swims too close, it lunges with blinding speed, biting down in milliseconds. Over 200 species roam the world's oceans, from tropical reefs to shadowy depths. The giant moray can grow longer than a human, while the green moray, coated in protective mucus, glows ghostly in the water. That same mucus shields it from disease and sharp coral, turning its skin into living armor. But what truly sets them apart is intelligence. Morays are one of the few fish known to hunt cooperatively with other species. They form alliances with groupers, communicating through body signals. The grouper chases prey into hiding. The moray flushes it out. Two predators, one perfect plan. But what truly sets them apart is intelligence. Morays are one of the few fish known to hunt cooperatively with other species. Yet for all their cunning, they remain savage. When a moray strikes, it doesn't simply bite, it rips. Their jaws clamp down with such force that bones crack, and their bodies twist violently, tearing flesh in chunks, while blood clouds the water. Prey caught in those jaws doesn't die cleanly, it's dismantled piece by piece. They are precision killers, built for horror in silence. They form alliances with groupers, communicating through body signals. The grouper chases prey into hiding. The moray flushes it out. Two predators, one perfect plan. Their bite is vicious. Teeth curve backward, trapping victims that thrash helplessly. They twist their bodies to tear prey apart, devouring fish, squid, and octopus, even careless divers who get too close. Though not naturally aggressive, they defend their dens with lightning fury, and their bites can crush bone. Their reproduction is mysterious. Some release thousands of eggs to drift with the current. Their larvae, called leptocephali, are transparent ribbons that float for months before transforming into the familiar eel. From ghostly beginnings to ruthless hunters, it's evolution at its most haunting. The moray eel doesn't chase, it waits, it listens, it strikes with precision born from millions of years of survival. It's not the largest predator in the sea, but it may be one of the most feared. A reminder that true danger doesn't always roar. Sometimes it hides in silence, behind a curtain of coral. As the shadows of the deep begin to fade, one last predator waits. Not a monster from nightmares, but from evolution itself. With a face like stone and jaws built for destruction, this is the Atlantic wolfish, the beast of the cold North Atlantic. Its body is thick, muscular, and built for the icy abyss, where temperatures plunge below freezing and the pressure could crush metal. Yet it thrives. What sets it apart isn't its size, but its teeth. They aren't fangs for slicing. They're crushers, rows of blunt, bone-breaking molars that can snap open a sea urchin, crush a crab shell, or pulverize a clam in seconds. When it opens its mouth, it's like looking into a medieval weapon, a living vice. Those jaws don't just kill, they grind. Divers who've seen one feeding say it sounds like rocks cracking underwater. Its bite is strong enough to break human fingers, and it never truly lets go once it bites down. But despite its monstrous appearance, the Atlantic wolfish plays a vital role in its frozen world. It's nature's balance keeper, controlling sea urchin populations that would otherwise destroy kelp forests. Without it, the ecosystem collapses. The monster is also the guardian. Its body hides a secret weapon, antifreeze proteins in its blood, keeping it alive where most fish would freeze solid. It's a creature that laughs at winter, gliding through black, freezing water with slow, deliberate grace. And then there's how it mates. Loyal, even tender. Unlike most fish, wolfish form monogamous pairs, sharing dens and guarding their eggs together. The male protects the nest for months, fanning oxygen-rich water over each egg until they hatch. From brutal hunter to devoted parent, it's a contradiction carved in muscle and bone. Still, it's feared. Its gaping jaws, bulging eyes, and skull-like face have earned it nicknames like seawolf and devilfish. Fishermen once cut their lines rather than pull one aboard. But the truth is more complex. It's terrifying to look at, yet essential for life below. The Atlantic wolfish isn't the loudest predator or the fastest. It's something far more enduring. A survivor. A creature that thrives where others die, balancing the line between horror and necessity. So, as we leave the deep behind, remember this. The ocean's most terrifying monsters aren't just killers, they're architects of the world beneath. The Atlantic wolfish is proof that even the most frightening faces can hide the heart of the ocean itself.